In the early 1960s, 3 idealistic young CIA officers arrived in Laos, a sleepy, mountainous country of barely over 2 million people, mostly rice farmers. Their mission? Stop the spread of communism, recruit and train hill tribe warriors to fight a shadow war against the North Vietnamese and the Pathet Lao. The war in Laos was secret. The Russians knew about it, the Chinese knew, the Vietnamese, the Laotians certainly knew. The only people who didn't was the American public and Congress.
Chỉ tàu này là tàu có tàu thì tàu lần mình đại tàu cá này nó tàu anhตัวจอดใช้ตัวแล้วรถที่นี่ชอยเป้สั่งไอ้ชอท่าที่ว่ามันที่ดี
Never actually at war with Laos, at the same time we were fighting in neighboring Vietnam, the United States flew more than 500,000 missions over this tiny Southeast Asian nation, dropping more bombs here than on Germany and Japan in all of World War II combined. This only a part of the largest covert military operation in history, a conflict that became known as the Secret War. There were 3 intelligence officers, key players in this secret war, who, depending on who you talked to, were either greatly loved or greatly feared and despised. Anthony Pashepny, also known as Tony Poe, had an extensive paramilitary background as a former Marine and CIA officer. Bill Lair, a Texan and World War II vet, was an influential CIA case officer. Vint Lawrence was recruited right out of Princeton, even though he was an art history major. They succeeded at first in impeding the flow of communist North Vietnamese arms and troops on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. But by the end, they were arming even children. What happened here, presumably in the cause of freedom, of democratic Western values, resonates still. An estimated 30% of the bombs dropped on Laos failed to detonate. These and other UXOs remain in the ground and continue to take lives and limbs.